This video we're going to show you how to draw a Burr puzzle in SolidWorks. We're going to cut this Burr puzzle using our CNC equipment, learn a little bit about accuracy and tolerances in the process. So let's get started with SolidWorks. You're going to double click on the icon on your desktop and we're going to open up SolidWorks. And then we're going to take on drawing this simple Burr puzzle. Nice thing about it is these parts are essentially all the same length and same rectangular prisms, so we'll just make different notches out of them, and then we'll take a look at how to put that assembly together. So once SolidWorks launches, we're going to start a new part, and you do that by coming over here and saying new part, hit OK. First step, which is important, is mine defaulted to millimeters. So down here in the lower right hand corner, I'm going to switch it to inches, pounds, and seconds. And I'm going to also come down here and change the units. So I want to make sure that I'm at 3 decimal places. You're likely at 2. So actually we're going to take it to 4 decimal places. There we go. So once you're in SolidWorks, you can see that there are 3 planes that are given, and I'm going to turn on the front plane by clicking on the plane and then coming up to the eyeball here. That's going to turn it off. That's going to turn it on. And then I'm going to create a sketch by clicking right here. Sketch is like putting a piece of paper on this plane for which we can start doing some drawing. So I'm going to click right on that. And now that launches sketch mode and these tools become available. Notice that it all automatically switched us over to the sketch tab. Alright, so this shape that we're drawing again is a simple rectangular prism with some notches cut out of it, so shouldn't be too difficult to draw. And we're going to save each one of those as its own piece, and then we'll learn how to put assembly together. So I'm going to start right here with the rectangle tool. And we're going to click on the origin and go up to the right. I'm going to grab dimension tool up here and I'm going to click here. Don't click that. Make sure you don't get the midpoint. Click right on the line somewhere over here. Come on up and make that 1 inch. We're going to make it 1 inch in this direction as well. And now we have a square. If I check this box and get out of my dimension tool and exit my sketch, I can now go to features right here. While my sketch is selected, it's highlighted, it's blue. If I go to extruded boss, I can now extrude this part some distance, and I'm going to go ahead and extrude it out to 4 inches. Okay, and this is going to be the base for our puzzle. We do need a piece that's this size, so we're going to save this. All right, I'm going to go to File, go to Save, and I'm going to put this in my CNC folder, create a new folder in here, call it Puzzle, and in that folder, I'm going to call it, as always, I like to put your name on it, and we'll call this one Solid 1. Alright. Hit Save. Now, because the rest of the puzzle pieces are using this as a stock or a base, I'm simply going to go to File and go to Save As, and we're going to call this one, instead of solid, it will be single notch. I think I spelled that right. Alright, so where does that notch go? I'm referring to this. This is a half size from what we're going to make. So we've got, instead of this being 1/4 of an inch, that's going to be a half, and that's going to be 1 inch notch, and it looks like it's centered. So let's see how we would go about doing that. We're going to come over here, grab the sketch tool, and click on here. Hit Sketch. I'm going to right click and look normal to that face, so we're looking straight on here. And once again, we're going to grab our rectangle tool. In this case, I'm going to click here. That tells me that it's coincident with that edge. I'm going to click here, coincident with that edge. Grab my dimensioning tool, and actually let's make the width of this. Now, if we make it exactly 1 inch, there'll be no clearance when we machine this out. So I'm going to make our notches slightly oversized. So it's going to be 1.010. That would make it 10 thousandths oversized, which would give us a little bit of slop in terms of our puzzle. We'll be able to get these pieces together. Hit OK. Now I need to give some distance from the end, right? And I want this to be centered. Okay, if I want this notch to be centered, and this is a total of 4 inches long, then this needs to be, I'm going to put a parentheses in and have it do the math for me. 4 minus 1.01, which is the width of our notch, parentheses, divided by 2, means that we are 1.495, we could have done that in our heads, right, from that edge. So that's our location there. We come over here and hit Exit Sketch, go to Features. This case, we're not going to go to Extruded Boss. We still want that to be selected, and we want to do an extruded cut. We don't want to go all the way through. This is a 1 inch block, but we want to go just like on the other one. We're going to go 10 thousandths deeper, so there's a little bit, whoops. Actually, let's go 5 thousandths less. So it's going to be 0.505 for the depth of our cut. All right. Hit OK, and we've got another piece done. So we're going to go to File and go to Save. And that's going to wrap it up for this first video. In the next videos, I'm going to show you how to take that first block again and do a save as and create some of the other blocks that are needed for this puzzle.